All right, we should be live. I'm Marc Foxx with RealMarcFoxx, and this is going to be a live stream of new to Steam Blades of Fire. It actually came out in 2025, but it was an Epic Games exclusive for about a year. Unfortunately, that meant that a lot of people didn't give it much attention, especially in terms of the PC market. Didn't seem to get a lot of attention on the consoles either, to be honest with you, but hopefully more people will jump on board. I think it's actually a pretty darn good game. Not perfect by any means. Kind of in the AA territory. It's by Mercury Steam. And you may recognize, if I got that name right, you may recognize that as being the developers of some of the Metroid Prime games, if I'm not mistaken. They use their own Mercury engine for the game, which actually performs pretty well. Could be a little better, but, what game engine couldn't be a little better? I thought we'd just talk about this this article from April 17th of 2026, so almost a month ago at this point. Today's drink of choice is Spindrift Grapefruit. It's basically carbonated water with a tiny percent of juice. This one has I think 8% juice, 9% juice. Hey, it's close. It was a close guess. So, we have Claire Lewis writing for GameSpot, I do believe. Let's verify that. I believe that G is for GameSpot, right? Whatever that is. It doesn't even say. It just has a G in a circle. Yeah, GameSpot, indeed. The title of the article is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director says it did gay romance right by not going woke. Which, hey, you know what? I gotta tell you, it's awesome if you can put woke stuff in your games and not go woke at the same time. You can do woke and not be woke, apparently. That's a thing. So the game has been nominated for Gay Ming Magazine, for 2 Gay Ming Magazine awards due to its optional gay romance. Optional, guys, optional. So as long as it's optional, it's all good. Let me post that we're live on Twitter. And bring this Drunken Dwarf. How's it going? Yeah, the lime one's good. The grapefruit one's okay. I like the mojito one, but I'm supposed to be avoiding mint at this time. I may talk about that later as to why. I don't talk about my personal health situation too much. Trigger warning, the post begins. Oh, so one of my favorite quotes is from Daniel Vavra himself. But I'm telling you, he says, it was my idea, my decision, and my responsibility, and I had to convince others to do it. Vavra continued, referring to the relationship. I believe that the absolute majority of people get it just as it was intended. He's wrong about that. And the sales and user reviews prove it. Well, they don't, because not everyone is going to give a game a negative review just because of one scene they don't like. And not everyone is going to take enough of a stand to refuse to play or buy a game just because of that one thing. And this is a clever tactic used by Hollywood. It's used by game directors as well. It's used by all sorts of media. You'll notice one thing if you watch Netflix shows like my wife and I do. We will get to Blades of Fire, guys. My wife and I watch Netflix on occasion. We start a show, and I notice either later in the first season or possibly in the second or third season, suddenly there are these gay characters, transgender characters. There's the gay sex scene, and it's usually 2 dudes. Suddenly they start showing male nudity, but no female nudity. Suddenly we're talking about the trans agenda and all this other stuff, and that's very intentional. They want to draw you in, get you hooked, and then shove the woke stuff on you. Because if you were to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, and right off the bat, Henry and whatever the other dude's name is are just kissing in the first scene, most people are going to go, boop, boop, refund. That's going to be the first thing people see, first thing they talk about. It would have pushed that game way down in sales, way down in reviews. But if you get people hooked on it with the first game, like Vavra did, because it offered something a little different. More of a simulator, not so much of the Oblivion fantasy fighting monsters. Then what you do is in the second game, or in the case of a movie or TV show, in the second one or later in the movie, the second season, third season, then you bring in the woke crap. Now that you've got them hooked, they really want to keep going. Now you start pushing the agenda onto them. They're already invested. It takes a lot more energy and drive to put it away once you're invested in characters and whatnot. Yeah, they could have done the E33 bait and switch. Yeah, the grapefruit flavor, not my favorite one, but it's okay. You know, it gives it a little bit of flavor without having too much sugar in it. So, the optional relationship between Henry and Hans has earned the game nominations for the Gaming Fan Favorite Award, and Hans is up for the Best LGBTQ Plus Character Award. The Best LGBTQ Plus Character is a guy that is canonically a straight white Christian male, and only in the second game is it possible for the player to make him have a gay romance with the other dude. It's only possible. It doesn't have to happen. It's not part of his actual character unless you make it that way. So they're literally saying there's no better LGBTQ plus character in games. Like, I mean, I know it's only a nomination, but you didn't have enough actual LGBTQ plus characters to pick actual LGBTQ plus characters. Hans is the farthest thing from it. He really isn't. And Vavra bent the knee. He was worried about what journalists would say about his second game. He actually admitted that in an interview. I need to get a hold of that interview because some people deny that the interview is real. It's real. Vavra admitted that, I mean, he didn't say it directly this way, but it straight up is him saying, look, I was worried about what reviewers would say. I was worried about what the journalists would say. So that's why I included some of this content. Yeah, that's how desperate they are for LGBTQIAP++ characters, is that they're going to nominate Hans from KCD2. Not even an LGBTQ plus character by any stretch of the imagination. It just blows my mind. And he had to convince others to do it, which tells me that other people at the studio said, this doesn't seem like a good idea. This doesn't seem like a good idea, Vavra. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Oh, well, look what CEO Martin... Now I'm going to try that. Martin F. said, you won't see Vavra in the office every day anymore, but in a broader sense, he is still a part of Warhorse. So what that's saying is he's moved on. He's now just kind of running the show, the business end of things, making calls from the high tower, the ivory tower up there, telling his underlings what to do. So it's sad that, you know, you see somebody who appeared to at least be passionate about games, appeared to care about games, wanted to make a really awesome game, wanted to do it a little differently, because, you know, KCD and KCD2 are not the same as others. They go with more of the kind of simulator angle, realistic, not entirely, but, you know, it's not Oblivion. You're not casting magic. You know, you're not just slashing through dozens of monsters. You know what I mean? You don't have Witcher powers. So that made it something unique. And a lot of people like KCD. And I get that they wanted to play KCD too. It makes sense. Like, you like the first one, you want to play the second one. It's very similar. Yes, it had the Muslim dude in there that's constantly yakking and being annoying and talking about how Muslim culture and his non-white culture is better than theirs, and that was cringe. That was terrible. That was awful. And then of course they included the option to make two canonically straight Christian men suddenly just turn gay. And this is one of the big aspects of the woke agenda. I wonder if my chat is frozen, or maybe just no one's saying anything. That's fine, guys. I'm going to test it out real quick, because last time my chat froze and I didn't see anybody. Part of the agenda is that basically what they want to do is say, I lost my train of thought. But see, that's what happens when I get distracted by that. But anyway, you know, part of that agenda is you can just suddenly convert to gay. You can take a canonically straight character that's never indicated anything otherwise. It's never been a part of the story before in the TV show, movies, or video games. And then, in order to accommodate the woke progressive agenda, whatever you want to call it, suddenly the character gets really close with another character of the same sex and is like, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to go gay now. I'm sorry, that doesn't happen to straight people. It doesn't. Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying. That's part of the agenda. It's also a problem I see in games like Baldur's Gate 3. Because in Baldur's Gate 3, the problem was you have all these characters, but with a bunch of them, you can basically just romance them at your will, no matter who you are. So whether you're a male or a female, whatever species you choose, it didn't matter. As long as you say the right things or do the right things, you could romance just about anybody you wanted to, of all the romance options. So that's the myth that, love is love. And it doesn't matter. Everyone's just going to get together with whoever they want. A guy with a guy, girl with a girl, girl with a guy. It's just all the same. Just whatever. It's at your whim. As long as you romance them, they will convert to whatever sexuality will match for you. So as long as you romance this character in this game, they'll go gay for you. As long as you romance this character in this game, they'll be straight for you. It's like you can convert people's sexuality in a video game. So that's one thing I didn't like about Baldur's Gate 3. I do have the game. I've played it. I haven't gotten too super terribly far. But why don't we stop playing games here and start playing games? Let's launch Blades of Fire. Because right now I'm just playing games. I think we should play games instead of play games. You should see a black screen for a moment. And then we'll switch this on over to Blades of Fire. This has been on Epic Games Store for over a year now. I got it when it was on the Epic Games Store. I played the demo when it was on the Epic Games Store. I really liked it. I actually picked it up for Steam because I hate launching the Epic Games client and dealing with that crap. All right, let me refresh this, make sure everything's working properly. All right, we got it. This is by Mercury Steam. You may recognize that name. Because if I'm not mistaken, did they not work on some of the Metroid Prime games for Nintendo? All right, let's get rid of that music. And boom, here we go. Let me know if the game audio is too loud, too quiet, too medium. I definitely don't want it to be too medium. I don't want it to be perfect. I just don't want it too loud or too soft. All right, guys, if you're just getting here, our drink of the day is Spindrift Grapefruit. Yes, I'm not a fan of Epic challenging Steam in some ways, in terms of like it's annoying to launch different launchers and work with different launchers and stores. However, there's a part of me that's thinking, it really is in everyone's best interest for there to be multiple storefronts competing with each other. The only problem is that I don't really see Steam, Epic as really much competition to Steam. I mean, how many people are debating whether to buy their game on Steam or Epic? Let's be honest. Most of the time, it's just you're gonna get it on Steam. Period. That's it. You're buying it on Steam. The only reason you would get it on Epic is if either it was free or on super sale. All right, I can't go down that way. I got to figure out where to go in here. I've actually gone through this area before on Epic Games Store. I just don't remember. I think I have to squeeze through some little area. We're bringing this little child along. This child is not with you the whole game. And then we got this dude right here. But if I'm not mistaken, we can actually send him back home. Let's send him home. All right, we're going to get rid of that little twink of a boy. They made Metroid Dread? Okay. Yeah, Epic has not done much of anything with their launcher. It remains kind of stagnant the whole time. There's got to be a way. Oh, right there. There it is. I knew it. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I remember these guys. They are not fun. Okay, so I need to switch weapons. There we go. This can hurt him. That green outline indicates the weapon can damage him. So all of the 4 face buttons do different attacks, so it's kind of hard to get used to at first. And you have to block to regain stamina, otherwise it's very slow. Uh-oh, parry. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, shoot. All right, let's switch to another weapon. There we go. My spear. You notice my spear's name is Butt Nugget. That's because I had my son name it. Okay, this will work. Bam. That yellow bar up there is the amount of block or guard I have, at which it does regenerate, but it takes a while. The blue bar is like stamina, and the green bar is health. Oh, he still got me, damn. So basically, the way it works is, and there's 2 modes. Like with a sword, you can swing it or you can poke with it. Oh, shit. There's always enemies coming at me. All right, we'll switch to the spear for this guy. Gives him a green outline. Ah. Okay. So the way it works is the top button on the face here does a high attack. The left button, which is X in this case, of the Xbox controller. Hey, Maggie, how's it going? Does an attack to the... Well, let me actually show you with the sword. It makes it much easier to tell. So if I hit Y, and I'll switch it to swing, I do an overhead strike. If I hit A, the bottom button, you come from down below up above, like an uppercut style. If I hit X, I come from the left to the right. And if I hit B, I come from right to left. And then, if you hit right trigger, you can then switch to stabs. And each of the stabs has a different height. So you do have to be aware of if your enemy's blocking, you can actually, if they're blocking up above, you can hit them down below. If they're blocking down below, you can hit them up above. If they have armor on their, say, both of their arms have really heavy armor, but they have no armor on their head, you want to try to aim for their head, because if you don't have a big hammer or something, like a sword is going to bounce off their armor. So you can end up in situations where if you break your weapon and you haven't made it back to the anvil, you may actually find that you cannot defeat an enemy because you don't have a weapon that can penetrate their armor. All right, I got to figure out where I'm supposed to go. It says it's right here, but I believe down or on the other side of this thing. Wait, is it through this thingy?
Up you go, kid.
There we go. And this is probably the worst part of the early parts of the game, because you have to do this almost a sort of escort quest. You have to guide this skeleton child. And the skeleton child can't die, but in certain circumstances, he will run back to his room if you're away from him for too long, and then you got to run all the way back to him and get him and then come back. Fortunately, the enemies remain dead, but still, I didn't dodge in time. Oh, see, my spear bounced off because his helmet is red. Damn. All right, let's switch weapons here. Nope. The hammer. I'm sucking at this right now. Okay. Sometimes they inundate you with enemies, like way too many at once. And you can chop off body parts. All right, let's see if we can do this. I wanted to kill those easier guys first. I'm in trouble. I'm in serious trouble. Yeah, I can't tackle all these guys at once. Woo! Oh, shit. And those guys are quick, too. I'm out of heals. This is a rather tough area of the game as well. Is this a Souls-like? Kind of, but not really. It's similar, but not exactly. Golly, these guys are relentless. And there's 2 of them. I'm going to die. I'm so going to die here. Let me look around this way, see if I don't run into another batch of enemies. The good news is most enemies in this game rubber band back to their area rather quickly. There's some pretty significant rubber banding in the game. You can't always stagger enemies, so if you're trying to rely on just staggering everything, it's not going to work. And I'm already out of block. My guard stamina. Man, I got like one sliver of health left. I'm dead. No way I can do this. Oh, two of them? I have no chance. Yep, dead. Oh, yeah, the new Steam controller. So, I did not get my review out on Saturday. Not even close. Still using it. Gotta say, it's now my main. It has replaced the Razer Wolverine V3 Pro. I would prefer it to have clicky mechanical buttons, but actually I've gotten used to the buttons on this one. They don't feel super mushy by any means. However, they're definitely not mechanical, so that's a thing. Oh, and when you die, you actually drop your currently equipped weapon where you died, and you have to go pick it back up. You don't drop experience because you don't gain experience. All right, let's get this guy. One shot. Oh, and by the way, not only do you have 4 attacks on each weapon from the different angles, and not only do you sometimes have 4 attacks for each weapon plus an alternate 4 attacks, but you can also hold the button to do a charged version of each of the 4 attacks. Will it have 6 years plus battery? You mean will it last 6 years? Good question. The battery is not user serviceable without taking it apart. So, you know, all batteries degrade over time. I can tell you that much, as you already know. But hopefully this one lasts. I would imagine Valve would use a pretty good, long-lasting battery. I hope they didn't use a cheap one. Everyone I've known talk about the battery says that the battery life is good, but nobody at this time can comment. The battery life from full to dead, but nobody can talk about the like full-on battery life, as in when is the battery itself going to give out and not charge anymore. Because, the Steam controller hasn't been out long enough for anyone to know that. I would imagine that the battery would probably continue to work until well past the point where you probably moved on to another controller. If for no other reason than you might have worn this one out, maybe some of the buttons are starting to get a little stuck, or you've worn some of the material out on it, even though it's, pretty hard plastic. I just don't see myself keeping the same controller so long that the battery just completely gives out and won't keep a charge. And you imagine by then they may have come out with some other controller that you would think was cooler and better. And there may also be some new kind of standard feature. I know PlayStation 5 is pushing for that whole touchpad thing. Man, I'm not a touchpad fan. I'm really not. I do not want that stupid shit on my controller, but whatever, it's the PlayStation 5 thing, the Dual Sense. I called it Dual Edge last time, but I think Dual Edge. Was Dual Edge the PlayStation 4? What I might do for my next stream is what I was doing at the beginning of this one. I might just talk about some of the nonsense going on in the gaming community. I think people might like that. It's hard to actually get an audience just straight up playing games because there's so many people playing games that it's hard to break into that audience. Almost everything in this game can be broken. And if you can bash into it, that's how you want to do it. Like if you notice I bash into that and it disappears, that requires stamina, which you can immediately get back. But if you hit it like this, that actually puts wear and tear on your weapon. And all weapons have durability. When a weapon gets too low, it breaks. you can only repair it based on the number of stars it has, which is based on how well you did in the blacksmithing mini game. So weapons are constantly degrading, and eventually they will have to be replaced. I've not encountered a weapon in this game that lasts forever, like not one. Seems like there should be somewhere else to go over here. I thought there was like a place I can squeeze through, but I believe I need the skeleton child with me. He shows you like the secret areas that you can squeeze through. Without him, you can't find them. So and I think he's in one of these rooms. I can't remember. I think is he in that one? I don't even know what that did. Oh, that identifies where the skeleton child is. Okay. He might be down there. Let's check in here real quick. Yeah, it did look like the news and nonsense segment was more popular. So I think I'll go with that for the next stream and see how that goes and maybe kind of change it up. I am not going to reset the area. I guess what I'll do is go back out and maybe he's either up or down. Which way do we think he is? Shit. Well, I can't go down at the moment, so. This game makes it kind of easy to get turned around. Is there a was there a ladder in here or a staircase? Yes. And then, of course, the game has, but there's no way through that. Yeah, damn it. This game has shortcuts like this door right here. Once you can get to the point where you can open it, then you can quickly get where you need to go from the anvils. And the anvils in this game are pretty similar to bonfires. It doesn't work exactly like a Souls-like, but it has Souls-like elements. Let's try going this way. There are new graphene batteries on the market that last 100 years. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Obviously, you know, I don't think anyone would get 100 years out of any electronic device. I mean, something else on it's probably going to break down before then. I like the overhead smash with the hammer. It works on most enemies, but not all. All right, let's do a swing. There we go. We took his arm off. I mistimed it and took a hit. And like I said, you actually hold block to regain stamina, which is wild because in most games like this, holding block usually slows down your stamina regeneration. In this case, you hold block to speed it up. You pretty much have to hold block to regen your stamina, otherwise it will just go way too slowly. All right, well, that just opened up a shortcut to where we were. All right, I hear the skeleton baby crying. He might be in here. Is he in here? All right, that was my weapon that I dropped when I died. Oh, shit. And fortunately, you can hit multiple enemies at once. So that's cool. Oh, okay, I got him. These guys are like the simplest, weakest enemies for the most part. So they usually don't give you too much trouble. Oh, but I can't use this sword on these guys. That's why they're highlighted in red. It won't work. There we go. One shot with the spear to the head. I'm going to switch the spear to stab mode. So with the spear, you can do a stab. Oh, I ran out of guard. Or you can switch it to do a swipe. So some weapons have essentially, let's see, 8. Oh, okay, the skeleton child moved again. Let's go get that little bastard. Where'd he go? The swipe on the spear is actually really good for taking out a bunch of these zombie critters. Okay, he's below us, 39 meters, 38 meters. So he moves around, but there is one spot where he tends to stick to later on, from what I remember. So we got to go down. Should be on the other side here, right? Nope, blocked. Can we go through here? Wait, we can't open that door from either side? Oh, you can't even get to that from there. Okay, whatever. So I think he's below us here. We just need to find a way below. Some of these rooms have a drop down to get to him. But not that one. I need to get down. How do I get down? Let's take this route. Whoop. Oh, shit. Okay. We're going to have to use a hammer on this guy. And then when you dodge, your character doesn't just do a generic dodge with iframes. He actually dodges. See? He'll actually move physically to dodge the weapon, the attack. Let me see if I can show you again, if I can get it right. See? Depending on the enemy's attack, the protagonist will dodge differently. Oh, shit. Bad timing. Which is, there's a lot of attention to detail in the combat in this game. Some of it, like, is very significant. Some of it's just kind of visual. Okay, now he's going to do the explodey thing. No, not yet. Oh, shit, I missed. Damn it. My bad. There's the explodey thing. Man, he's kicking my ass. That's a bad spot to fight him, though. As long as you're not standing in the ring of destruction there, you can actually charge up and hit him with a charged attack while that thing is doing its thing. Damn it, I'm out of stamina. But when you equip a weapon, it changes how much stamina you have. So if you equip a great hammer, you have less stamina. So if you look at my blue bar up there, watch what happens when I switch weapons. My stamina went up. That now went down ever so slightly. Now it went way down. So I have the most stamina with the sword. And the way you craft your weapon changes how much stamina you have. You can use different materials. Make like the handle a different length or the shaft of a spear or weapon a different length. You can change the tip to make it pointier or less pointy. The more pointy it is, the more quickly it wears down in durability. You got to time your dodges on these. It's hard to just walk out of range. You can block this guy, but you'll always take fire damage while blocking, so it's better to dodge. Oh, shit. I forgot about that follow-up. Whoa, dodged it. It's not doing enough damage. Oh, yeah. We'll get enough damage with Butt Nugget here. Stamina. And just like in a Souls game, you got to learn their attack patterns to learn when you can attack them. Man, this dude's tough. Oh. One more. And he's down. By the way, if you kill a certain number of an enemy, if you don't have that weapon type yet, once you kill the right number, whether it's like 7 or 15 of them, or you kill 60 of the weaker guys, once you kill enough, you've learned enough about the weapon, you can then craft it for yourself. Where's this damn skeleton child? Okay. The great sword doesn't work on him. The hammer. See, I'm probably going to need to have a second hammer on me. There are quite a few enemies where you need a big hammer like that. Oh, he still got me, damn it. We'll switch this to a swipe attack. Whoa! Every now and then I hit the B button to dodge. The game by default has dodge on the left bumper. You can mess around with the controls, but the way they're set up works if you get used to it. But it is hard to get used to if you're coming from Souls experience. Oh, he was blocking that one. So because he was blocking higher up, I should have gone for a lower attack. Oh, right to the crotch. Perfect dodge. Okay, that guy's got good armor on his head, so we can't hit him with a high attack. Oh, damn it. Oh, parry. Parries in this... Excuse me, guys. Parries in this game are kind of tight, unfortunately. I don't think I have this type of weapon. You have to be... yeah, you have to equip that proper weapon to use those things. Do I recommend the Vagrant game that's like Muramasa? Oh, yeah, I recommended it. That's right, yeah. Did you like it? I mean, it's not as good as Muramasa, but you wouldn't expect it to be, you know. It's kind of a lesser developer, lesser attempt, you know what I mean? It's cheaper. So, you can't expect super high quality from indies like that. Oh, can we get this door open? Damn. We can open this one, though. And we can unlock this, which also counts as a new warp point. You can warp to anvils. We're going to the forge, guys. All right, in preparation for Monday's stream, I'm going to collect some articles to talk about. I'll try to keep them as timely as possible, but occasionally I do go back to older articles that I feel are still very applicable. See, I need to kill 60 more of those dual axe-wielding zombie critters before I can craft one of those. I need to kill 2 more trolls, though I haven't encountered any more. I need to kill 25 more of those things, 19 more of those things. 3 more of those. Those respawn, so you can actually do that. You know what? That's what I'll do. Because they respawn, I can actually get them. Let's... Well, while we're here, we'll craft something. How about that? Let's craft another great hammer, because I tend to use these a lot. Which they classify as a polearm? I mean, I'm not sure... I don't know. Maybe a hammer on the end of a long pole is a polearm. I'm not a weapons expert. We'll craft it with this steel. It reduces our block a bit, reduces total damage, but ups our stamina. And then the shaft. How do you guys like your shaft? You guys like your shaft to be really long? Or do you prefer a shorter, harder shaft? Those two look exactly the same. I'm going to get the shorter, harder shaft. Oh, that'll give me plus 14. I'll reserve that for when I craft the next one. You have a limited number. So you can do the hammering yourself and try to get all 5 stars. I never make it past like 3 stars at the most. I'm not good at the hammering minigame. I'm going to use the forge memory and go with the last time I crafted a pole arm. So we're going with 2 stars. All right, so this is another hammer. We're going to name this weapon Pixel P Guy, just like from my Last Hero of Nostalgia playthrough that I did live. I need to do a video about Last Hero of Nostalgia. That's a really good game. Rock solid controls and combat. Oh, you haven't tried The Vagrant? Definitely worth trying. I have not gotten through it all, but that's how it is for almost all games. I rarely actually fully finish a game. I just like to sample lots of games. I played a new demo today. It's this Chinese game. Features like a hot chick. You can put her in different outfits, change her hair, glasses, masks, earrings, all this stuff. It's got guns and also martial arts combat. It's janky. It's indie. The animations aren't perfect, but it was fun for what it is. I don't know if I'm going to buy the full game, but the demo was fun. I'll tell you what it was called. I'm pretty sure it was called Dawn Break. Dawn Break, 2 words. I also finally picked up this game I've been seeing on X called Concubine. And it does not appear to have, you know, sexual activity in it, but you just play as like these different concubine women that are apparently fighting back or something. I don't know. It's one of those games that's going off the titillation, the outfits and whatnot. You know how it is. So once you craft your weapon, it's in your equipment, and you can carry 8 with you. I don't know what happens if you go over 8. I haven't done it yet. You can have 4 actually equipped at any time, and then you can swap them out. So if I wanted to swap this sword for like the Flamberge, which I named Flambergy, I could do that. Or I could swap that sword for this one because it's in better shape. And then if you break it, or if you're just done with the weapon, you can recycle it at the forge to get your resources back. I don't know if you get them all back. By the way, you can break stuff in this game, but unlike many games, it actually has a purpose. If you break the wooden barrels, you often get wood as a resource for crafting. So there's literally a purpose for breaking stuff. And you get not equipment drops, sorry. You get resource drops from pretty much every enemy you fight. Damn it, timed that wrong. There are no like pointless battles. It's not like you'll kill an enemy and just get nothing from it. You don't get experience, so keep that in mind. Oh shit, I should have rested. I am out of heals. Notice I waited until he... Okay, since he's blocking up top, I'll hit him from below. Broke his guard. Bam! Oh, shit. Woo! Let's see if we have any weapon. Oh, we do have a weapon that puts it in the green. It's green if I hit his arms with the spear. Oh, that was a very close dodge there. So if I hit his arms with the spear, I do the most damage. Well, that's what it claimed at least, but it doesn't seem to be doing all that much damage. We're going to go back to the hammer. I want him to do that attack where he lights up the ground, because if I get out of range, it allows me plenty of... Oh, shit, 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 dodge! Okay, woo! As long as I'm not in the circle, I have plenty of time to charge up and hit him. Get our stamina back. Perfect. This game really is a lot of timing. It's all about timing. The parries you don't get as often, and some weapons are not great at parrying. It's all about knowing the enemy's attack patterns and their timing, and then timing your attacks. It's also about dodging and blocking, gaining your stamina back. See, I got some wood from... Oh, I got some iron from that one. And if you can't break something by just bashing into it, you can oftentimes break it by attacking it. But that one I can't. Oh, shit. Damn it. Damn it. I hit the wrong button. I was treating it like a Souls game and hit the B button. I thought that was going to be a parry, but it wasn't. Oh, fudge. I was out of my guard stamina. Oh, yeah. I love the way he, like, kind of taps the hammer on the ground before he smashes them with it. Got some wood from that one. I love how much stuff in this game is breakable. Like, tons of stuff in this game is breakable. It's incredible how much stuff you can break. And like I said, oh! I didn't even notice that guy right there. 2 for 1 special right there. They do love to throw tons of enemies at you all at once. Like, sometimes you'll be fighting like 12, 14 of the same enemy coming at you. But they usually choose weaker enemies for those. They don't throw like 12 of the hardest enemies in the game. 1 shot. 1 shot. Smashed his head clean off. Oh, shit. Man, I am so close to dead. Oh, well, dead. I was trying... You know, I should not have been parrying. I should not have been parrying when I was that low on health. Now I lost my hammer. We can get it back. We just have to go where we died to pick it up. So instead of losing souls or experience, you drop your currently equipped weapon. What we'll do is go back and we will practice fighting that one enemy so we can get... I gotta remember where he is. I think maybe over here. So we can get the Warhammer. If we kill a couple more, we can get the Warhammer unlocked. We'll have the schematics for that, and then we can craft one. The first time you craft any weapon type, you always have to do it manually. You have to actually smith it. So you have to like hammer it out at the forge, just like a blacksmith. This is the beginning area of the game. You can play this in the demo. The demo is still available, I believe, on Steam. I think it's also available on Epic Games Store. So you can try the demo on either one, whichever you prefer. Switch this over to stabbing attack. Oh, hitting the wrong button. Woo! Got that one. I guess we'll go up here. I usually don't take this route. Make sure I picked up all the treasure here. You can collect gems. If you collect 4 stamina gems, you increase your stamina. If you collect 4 health gems, you increase your health. It's kind of like the orbs or whatever they were in Legend of Zelda. He's down. Let's switch it up to the great sword. Oh, shit. That guy's got fire on that, so I'm going to take damage if I block. Oh! Head is clean off. Have I gone back to Crimson Desert? I played it the other day for a little bit, mostly to test out the Steam Deck. I'm sorry, the Steam controller, rather. That's one game I have not even installed on the Steam Deck. I figure it will give the Steam Deck a little trouble. Seems like it would be a little too intense. Okay, this is a dude here that's always hiding. These guys are tricky because they can turn invisible, and they like to jump away from you. So if you can get them up against a wall, it's perfect. I got to switch this to stabbing so I don't bounce off the walls. Yep. So, he went invisible. And I believe if he's invisible, you can't actually hit him. I hate how they jump back because they always jump out of range. So you can't just block and attack. So they throw you off on your game because if you're used to just doing the block and attack, you can't do it with these guys. They dodge out of range. Check out how much stuff you can break. You can break logs that are just piled up, piles of logs, pots, whatever this thing is. You can bust bags of flour. If there's like a cart full of apples and you break it, a bunch of apples will just roll all over the place. Yeah, I think the primary audience in terms of the actual people playing games like Dustborn and Mixtape, generally if you see someone streaming it or if you see someone playing it on YouTube, I think it's mainly people like me. I don't do this, but they play it to make fun of it and to show how bad it is. Mixtape really is just an interactive animation, and the interactivity is pretty light too. I mean, if you remember back in the day, there were some cartoons or there were some kids' DVDs that actually had games that you could kind of play using the controller and directing like the cursor on the screen and picking options. I don't think anyone would say that the interactive DVD menu is a video game, but people will say Mixtape is a video game. And I would say, well, what's the difference between Mixtape and like an interactive DVD menu? I mean, if your only qualification for a video game is that it's audio, visual, interactive media, it's media that you can exercise control over with audio and visual elements, if that's your definition, then technically your microwave is a video game. My CPAP machine is a video game. You know, watching something on Netflix is technically a video game because you have to bring up Netflix, you scroll through, you find something, you click on it or select it or push the button on the remote. You turn the volume up and down. It has audio, it has visual. You can interact with it. You can turn subtitles on or off. You can change the video quality. You can pause it. So by that very loose definition, things that we all agree are not games would fall under that definition. My friend and I, we've had many conversations about it. He's a lot more open about what he sees as a video game. He's more willing to try stuff like Mixtape. He was telling me he would never consider it something that should ever even be debated for Game of the Year and anything. Because he sees it as just kind of a silly, stupid, brief experience, which is what it is. But he would probably claim it's still technically a game. I would say it's absolutely not a game. Absolutely not. Oh, damn, I ran out of guard here. Oh, shit, bad timing. Oh, come on. How did I not break his guard? There we go. Let's see if I can interact with this and do anything else. Nope. By the way, if you don't have the boy with you, sometimes there are certain things you can't do. You actually need him for certain things. Now, I will tell you this. Netflix does actually have very basic games that they offer, different from the stuff that you watch. And I actually played one with my wife. It was sort of like a puzzle type game where you each have to move one character along these paths on a grid, and you have to help each other get across by like jumping on a switch or something, or moving blocks and all this stuff. And we played using the keyboard. And there were different keyboard keys for each player, so we both played on the same keyboard. Or there's one you can play with your mouse. I don't know how those would be played on a phone or tablet. I guess some of them could be adjusted for that. And that's not what I'm talking about. Those can be games as simple as they are. Kind of like a lot of smartphone games. I mean, they're very simple. I wouldn't play them And I wouldn't consider those people to be necessarily gamers if that's all they play. I mean, if all you do is when you're bored and have nothing to do, or if you're at the doctor's office, or if you're stuck waiting somewhere, or if you're on lunch break, if you play Candy Crush Saga or Farmville on your phone or something, but that's all you do, you don't play any other games, then I would say, yes, you're playing a game, but no, you're not a gamer. There's a difference between the two. When I was in college, I had a friend. He liked to play tennis, and he had several rackets. He had the balls for it. Our college had a tennis court. It had actually had, I think, 2 or 4. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Who cares? But he was insistent I do it. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. So I would play tennis with him. I wasn't great. I mean, I wasn't the worst at it, but I definitely wasn't good. So I played tennis. But I wouldn't tell people I'm a tennis player just because I played it a few times in college with a friend casually. You know, you tell someone you're a tennis player, it gives them the impression that you're a lot more serious about it. Like, it's not just something you've done, you know, casually every once in a while. You know, if someone comes up and be like, so tell me about yourself. Well, I'm a gamer. Oh, really? What system do you play on? Well, on my smartphone. I like to play that, what's that one? I can't even think of the name of it. Kings or Kingdom something or other that's super popular. Like, it's some tower defense game. I'd be like, but that's all you play? He's like, yeah, just that. And sometimes I play this Tetris knockoff from China. Oh, you're a gamer then. Okay. You're a gamer. Sure you are, buddy. You know what? I should have brought... Hey, you know what? I have it on me. Let me transfer over my other hammer. All right. By the way, really cool thing. These 2 back buttons right here, by default, they're mapped to cycle through weapons. I've never had a game ever have a default setup for back buttons, the rear buttons on a controller. I've never seen that happen before, which is crazy. Come here. Take that. Notice, watch how quickly they rubber band. See? Watch that guy. So I would say that the game is way too eager to rubber band the enemies. Yeah, most of the modern stuff on Netflix is garbage. You can find some good stuff on there, but most of the modern stuff, even if you start to get into it, it's not long before suddenly in season 2, there's a transgender character that shows up, and one of the characters that was never in a relationship suddenly reveals they're gay, and then there's another character that comes along who's not white, who's talking about privilege or some bullshit. They like to throw the woke agenda in there after they've got you hooked. Now, a lot of shows nowadays will just start it right off the bat at this point. Damn it. Timing's bad. Oh, I'm really screwing up this timing. So you can technically try to block this guy, but it doesn't go well. He eats through all of your block ability really quickly. It's better to just dodge or stay out of range. Wait until he's briefly exhausted himself, and then do the overhead smash. Oh, I was out of range. Once he gets to half, yep, he goes into super mode. By the way, if he jumps at you and you try to attack him from behind, he will fall back against you. Watch. Yep, see? Kind of like those one turtle-ish dudes in Demon Souls, or Dark Souls 2, I mean. Nice try, buddy. Once you start getting used to their patterns and timings, it gets so much easier. Oh, shit. I forgot. Whoa. And he's down. We got to kill that guy 2 more times to unlock the Warhammer. I remember playing Star Wars vector graphics game on the arcade. I do remember that. I think that was a little bit before I was like all in on playing games because I was very young. I think I was very young when that came out. That was a when did that come out? Very, very early 80s? By the way, Forest of Fallen Giants versus Undead Berg ambush scenes. Similar scenario. Okay, so I should run to the closest anvil and then come back. Which one's closest? Psh, I'm not even 100% sure. We'll run past these guys. Oh, this one. Rest. But you know, what's kind of similar to the old school vector graphics is modern cell shading, because that stuff you can just expand it to whatever resolution and it continues to look great. It just renders at the higher resolution. Whereas games with standard textures like this one, eventually, if you were to take a game like this and blow it up to 8K, even if it rendered at 8K, the textures probably aren't at 8K quality, so you would start to see some blurring because there's not enough texture detail to accommodate for the 8K pixel resolution. Can I interact with this chick yet? Yes, we'll go ahead and put the time rune on this one. Give me the time rune. So there is a map. It's not like super detailed though. I gotta remember where that dude was. Was he right there? Right there. Okay. Can I put a marker on the map? Deactivate mission marker, place marker. Yes. Well, actually, he's going to be right there. So that marker we can get rid of. The only problem with trying to attack him directly is all of his minions will come after you. Oh, I forgot he had a follow-up attack to that. Now, the hammer is a slower weapon, so you need to be careful with the timing on it. Just repeat the overhead smash. It's my favorite move with the hammer. Whoop. Dodge. Okay. Now I need to get rid of that other dude before I fight the big guy. It's very hard to parry with the hammer because the timing is so tight. Woo! Ah! Ah, shit. Swing, swing. He's definitely easier in his first phase. Damn, already second phase. I keep blocking because I have to do that to get the stamina back. When he does that bash attack, it doesn't actually do... I don't think it does any health damage. It just drains your stamina. Some moves enemies do don't cause you damage. They just drain your stamina. Got him. One more time, and we unlock the Warhammer. Hammer smash brain. Notice how much shit we're collecting just bashing into stuff. Really don't need to fight these guys, though. I've already got their way. Stop locking on. There we go. Woo! It's one of those quick little dudes coming at me. They have the kukri, which I have not unlocked yet. All right, we don't need Adso right now, so we'll send him back. And I love what Aron says when he does it. Send the kid back to camp. It's just the kid. He doesn't have a name. He's just the kid. They actually have some clever banter between the two of them. And it sounds pretty realistic. Like in the middle of a fight, while you're fighting, Adso will say something about he's got some new information on the enemy. And you can hear Aron. He sounds like he's winded when he says, he's like, okay, that's great, kid, thanks. It's like, you know, in the middle of fighting, he's talking. And the voice actor does a really good job making it sound like someone who's in the middle of fighting, trying to talk. Like one time I encountered a new enemy. And Adso was like, I'm going to call these shadow swords. What do you think? And Aron was like, yeah, sounds good, kid. It's just really basic, silly stuff, but I like it. And if you, oh shit, I didn't know he was that close on me. If you stay still, like if you leave the game idle with Adso, he will make a whole bunch of comments about why you're not doing anything. And I think he's got like 7 or 8 different lines. It's not, he doesn't just repeat the same one either. He'll say like, so are we just going to stand around or do something? Then he's like, I just saw the same fly pass by 10 times. At one point he was like, so should I make some sandwiches? I don't even think I've exhausted all of his idle dialogues. Oh, come on. They didn't bum rush me. Oh, shit. You notice me repeating the same thing. You know, find what works. But if you want to hit multiple enemies, yep, see right there? The swipe is actually much better. Oh, shit. Oh, I got him. Whew. Thought he was going to get me. And I missed. Oh, dodged too early. Right to the skull. Dude's got to have a hard-ass skull to take this many hits with a great hammer. And boop. Damn it, that thing blocked me. Otherwise, I would have hit him. Woo! Oh, shit. All right, we unlocked the Warhammer. Let's go back. I'm going to switch this to the stab. Still takes quite a few hits with that. How about the sword? Maybe do a swipe. And it's faster if, for example, if you do a side attack and then switch to the other one, it's quicker than doing the same one in a row. Like if I do 2 attacks from the, 2 attacks from the left, that's how long it takes. But if I do left and right, it's quicker. So they really thought a lot about this combat system. It's so much better than I think people realize. If you do try the demo, I can tell you right now what's going to happen. You're going to start out and you're going to think the control scheme is confusing and difficult, but you got to stick with it. You got to learn the controls and understand why it makes sense. You can't put the attacks on the shoulder because you need the 4 face buttons to know which one's, you know, up, down, left, and right, because you're attacking from essentially different directions based on where the enemy's weak or which part of the body the enemy is blocking. You end up having to think differently. You also have to swap weapons based on the enemy. Like if the enemy has really heavy armor, a spear probably won't do much, if nothing at all. It'll bounce off. Sword will probably bounce off. Maybe a great sword, but hammer, like a big giant hammer, is the best way to go with that. All right, so now we've unlocked the Warhammer. We're going to have to actually craft this thing because I haven't done one before. Let's see if we can get some good steel for this. Guardian steel. Some of them are just better than others, but some you'll notice have negatives. Like it might decrease blunt damage and increase piercing, or it might decrease your block ability but increase your overall damage. It might decrease your durability by a lot, but greatly increase your piercing damage. So you got to decide, you know, how exactly you want to structure it. I don't like to do anything that lowers stamina on these big hammer weapons because you already have such low stamina. So the straight is the base. Convex doesn't do as much pierce type damage, but you have a ton more durability. And then concave greatly increases pierce, but less durability and costs more to sharpen it. We'll go convex. Shaft, you have less block ability and less stamina if you make it longer. So I'm going to go with a shorter, harder shaft. That's the way I like my shaft, short and hard. That doesn't actually, when never mind, just cancel it. Disregard. All right, we're going to use this better timber so it has more durability. So we can go with a small pommel or a medium. Medium increases our stamina and dodge, but decreases piercing and blunt damage. I guess we'll go with medium. And then for this steel, we'll do that because, well, hang on. Which one gives us a little more stamina? We can only get +3 stamina. So weapon crafting is a big part of this game. If you don't like it, there's some good news. You only have to craft a weapon of each type once, and then you can just repeat your previous each time you make another one of it. I'm not good at this. I'm very, very much not good at this. Let's see. I guess I should do it this way. You want to try to get it to match that white line, and it is so much freaking harder than you would think. Like when you feel like you're starting to get it, then it starts like screwing up. And you can expand like how you hit it and at what angle you hit it. There's a lot of connotation to what I'm saying, isn't there? And how close you get to the white line determines how many stars you get. Each star gives you 1 full repair. And then you can put it back in the furnace to kind of even things out. I need to get these up, so let me do this. Hang on. Will that do it? That might do it. No, damn, I fucked that up. Let's try that. And then do that. Okay, at least I got 3. All right, I got 3. 3 is the best I ever get. Skip the cutscene. Okay, Warhammer. We will name this one Warhammery. Very, you know, very clever name. I'm a clever weapon namer. What can I say, guys? By the way, that if you played this on the Epic Game Store, they actually added some stuff. Oh, I can't repair that. It's down to its last repair. They added some new content and some new features. Not a ton, but some nice things. Like, if you remember all the items you have to collect, you can transmute items now, which you couldn't before. This is known as Blades of Fire 2.0. So you can actually transmute things. So if you need, say, you really need a charred jaw, but you don't have one, you could try to get one by, say, transmuting other things. I don't know exactly how it all works. I haven't played with that much. So you can play with it to your heart's content. Knock yourself out, guys. Transmute away. You can also change your outfits based on what you collect in the game. And if you buy the game, you get some materials for the forge, and you also get some special paladin armor. I'm not wearing it. This is not it. I prefer this one. But yeah, you get it. I don't know if you get it just for buying the game or if you have to buy it during this introductory period. It's like, I think the game's like 20% off right now. So if you want to jump on it, and it's not full priced either. I think they're selling it at 30 full price if I'm not mistaken, and then 20% off or 10% off if you get it now. Let's put the Warhammer in place of the Greatsword, because I don't reuse the Greatsword too much. I don't know if I've even used a Warhammer in this game yet. Honestly, I don't think I have. Let's go back to, guess, where were we? We were somewhere. I guess we were over here, right? The Crimson Fort. Brian, how's it going? Welcome. We're playing Blades of Fire 2.0. Not Blades of Fire 2. Just Blades of Fire. It's like the 2.0 version. It was on Epic for a year, and now it's finally released on Steam, and they added some stuff to it. Some quality of life features, a few other things. And they unlocked the ability to pet the ox at your base. You can now pet the ox. That's the most important thing, guys. Is it any good? Yeah, I like it. It's a very unique game. So basically, if you're using an Xbox style controller, Y is an overhead attack. A is an underhand attack. And if you hit B, you attack from the right. And if you hit X, you attack from the left. And then for each one of those, there's a charged version where you can charge it up. And then, in the case of the sword, you hit right trigger. You can switch from a swipe to now you do stabs. And then you can charge each of the stabs. And there are equivalent animations for all of them as well. You have dodges, and then you block to regain your stamina, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go down here. How do I get to that treasure chest? Because that is either going to be a stamina gem or a health gem. Those things are always either stamina or health gems. Can we get there from over here? Probably not. We gotta get down there. Oh, look. Can I? Oh, wait. I don't think I should drop down there. What about? I have a feeling I shouldn't try that. Well, you know what? I'll just die if I do it and it fails. Oh, so close. If you die, you drop your currently equipped weapon, and you have to go pick it back up. Boom. Okay, now I got it back. Let's switch back to the Warhammer. Okay, there we go. You can have 4 weapons equipped at once, and the rest of them sit in your secondary inventory. You can move them back in there. That one's lost in the Crimson Forest. I have to pick it back up. All your weapons have to be crafted. You craft them yourself. You name them yourself. They do eventually all break. None of them last forever, at least none that I've encountered so far, because you make them all yourself. Here we go. Let's jump across that, and maybe we can get up to that treasure chest at some point. Wait, what was the point of jumping over here? There's nothing over here. Is there somewhere to fall? No, I don't see anywhere to fall, and there's no other jump prompt. Maybe that's where... Oh, we fall down there to get back over here after we get the chest. Okay. So that's why that's there. Reminds me of the old game Cult of the Worm. That one I never played. But you got to get used to this combat system. It is not immediately clear how everything works. Also notice that he's outlined in green. That means my weapon will do damage to that body part. If I switch, watch what happens if I switch to my sword. See how his helmet's outlined in red? Now he's outlined mostly in yellow. So if I poke at his helmet, it bounces off. It does nothing. The yellow parts, you can do some damage, but very little. So with this guy, you want a big, heavy weapon. Oh, shit. I was trying to parry. So you have to switch up your weapons based on who you're fighting. Generally, it's based on their armor, but not always. But you can often tell by the armor they're wearing if a certain weapon will work. Oh, he drained all of my block stamina. Whatever this game calls it, blocking energy. You can also exhaust their ability to block. It's that little yellow bar underneath their red health bar. Woo! And if you dodge, generally you'll actually dodge under or beside the weapon, like realistically. You don't phase through it with invincibility frames, which is fine, you know. I like invincibility frames, but this... Oh, shit. I knew he was going to do that. This game actually has the main character realistically dodge the weapon. He doesn't just phase through it. Ah, shit. I knew I was going to take that one. I switched it to the pointy part. You can switch from the hammer part to the pointed part. Oh, shit. I was in range. I need to expand my number of heals. I feel like I might have missed one of those. Did I mention Steel Rising? Yes. It's a really good game. It's it kind of has that old-fashioned Dark Souls, like the first Dark Souls kind of stiff control to it. Don't expect the fluidity of Elden Ring, Bloodborne, or Dark Souls 3. Think of Steel Rising as the type of Souls-like you would play to get closer to the original feel of the first Dark Souls. If you go back and play Demon Souls or Dark Souls and compare that to what Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring feels like, you'll see what I'm talking about. You don't have as much fluidity to the controls. It's not as smooth. It's not as fast. It feels a bit more stiff and limited, and that's just how it was back then. Stiff. Hey, if you're just joining us, welcome everybody. We're playing Blades of Fire on Steam. This was out for a year as an Epic Games exclusive, other than consoles. You know, consoles had it as well. I think this game is pretty darn good. I wouldn't put it like way up there. Definitely not Game of the Year material, but the banter between the two characters is interesting. I'll bring Adso back. Graphics are good. The main character is a bit generic. Yeah, he's generic. The kid who helps you looks like a twink. But the combat is really where this one excels. And I think combat in a game like this is important. Obviously, it's very important. That's really what these games are about. in my opinion. You also craft your own weapons. That's a big deal here. There's a whole crafting minigame, which is a big thing. Man, there's so many of these guys. Ah. Yes, die. Oh. You'll notice that parts of them are lit up in yellow. That means I won't do as much damage if I hit that part. So I have to do one of the swings that hits the green parts to do the most damage. And then you block to regain your stamina, which is weird because, you know, in most games you slow down stamina regen while blocking. Yeah, the magic in Pyromancy in Dark Souls 1, to me, it always felt like more of a utility thing than something you rely on as your primary. Yeah, but my friend got Steel Rising. I think he paid like $5 maybe even less. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I want to go back and play through it again and do a video on it, just like I want to do a video on everything. But we'll see. Woo! Oh, shit. You can also switch weapons. Notice, damn it. I can switch this weapon from the hammer side to the pointed side. So right now I'm using the pointed side. Now I switch to the hammer side and it changes what color he's lit up in. See how parts of him go from yellow to full green? The hammer is more effective on this guy overall. But if you look at the weapon, you'll see it actually turn as I switch how it's used. And then, of course, you can charge attacks. And for those that haven't seen it, let me show you what happens if you hit an enemy with the red indicator. So you're using a weapon that gives you a red indicator. I'll show you what happens. Watch. Bounces off. I just damaged my weapon and did nothing on him. The sword can damage his arms, but not his head or the rest of his body. So let me hit him in the head. Well, I'll try at least. Hang on. Basically bounces off. Let me try hitting him on the arms. Oh, it worked. So you got to pay attention to the color-coded system of enemies. All right, so we're supposed to find this skeleton child, but this is the most annoying part of the game. It works kind of like an escort quest, and I hate it for that reason. It's not exactly an escort quest, but it's very similar. If I convert this, so with the spear, you can stab, or you can switch it to a swipe. But just like many Souls games, you will bounce off of the walls. So watch what happens if I do a swipe here. I bounce off the wall. So if you're in a narrow space, you're going to have to switch to a stab attack so you don't bounce off the wall. My only problem with games like the Souls series, where you bounce off the wall with your weapon, is the enemies don't bounce off the wall with their weapons. All I'm saying is, if the player's weapon can conflict with the environment and it can cancel your attack, so should the enemy's attacks conflict with the environment. But the enemies can freely attack you even through a wall. They don't bounce off it like you do. That's not fair. It's an unnecessary, unfair handicap. Oh shit, I switched targets there. Now if you do a swipe attack, see how I hit them both? The overhead smash is almost always a singular attack. It can hit multiple, but usually doesn't. But if you want to hit multiple enemies that are standing together, you usually want to do something with a swipe. It takes some getting used to. It's not like 100% intuitive at first. Oh, shit. Oh, they beat the shit out of me. Oh, my gosh. I'm dying. 2 for 1. All right, I guess I should actually go look for this child at this point. Where the hell is he? Oh, hey, we can empower this up. What element you got for us? Time. Okay, everybody's time here. Actually, I think can I walk across this? No. They make it look like you can. Sometimes there are places where you can fall down and find secrets. So, a lot going on in this game. You don't have armor, though. There is no armor. You can change your outfit, but it doesn't have any practical effect other than visual. So, definitely don't get this game expecting a standard Souls-like experience. It's not quite that. But if you like Souls-like combat and you want to try something that's a little different, a different take on the formula, then yeah, this is probably one you want to give a shot. Free demo, so why not? I bought the full version. I actually bought it on Epic a year ago and never finished it because I got busy with other stuff. Oh shit, I bounced off the wall twice. And if you target a certain part of their body, you usually cut it off. Not always, but depending on the weapon too. Like, if I use my sword on his arm, bam, sliced his arm clean off. It's just, the animations are cool. So, the way the enemy dies, watch if I hit him from down below. Oh, it just sends him flying upward. And if you break stuff, you often gather resources from it. So if you break a table, you can sometimes get a resource for crafting. I think there's like a hidden door in here, but we need that skeleton kid with us to locate it. Even if you know where it is, you need the skeleton kid. It basically unlocks the ability for you to go through it. Is there no way through there? No. I get so lost in this area. Though be aware that if you're breaking everything with your weapon, you will actually damage your weapon's durability. So if you can dash into it to break it, it's better to do that. Well, I just went in a circle. Should I just jump off this ledge here and die? In the game, in Minecraft. Sure, let's unlock that. So it will put the child on our little compass Skyrim style mini map, or at least it's supposed to, right? Where's the kid at? Oh, he's behind the anvil. Oh, there he is. Says he's below us. Okay. So I got to find a way to go down below. There are stairs here, but a lot of them are blocked. But yeah, if you think you might like the game, grab the demo and try it out. Where's this kid at? He's on this level. Oh, you know what? Did he run back underground in the cave? He also can move if you take too long to get to him, which is a very annoying. Oh, shit. Bad timing. Oh, 3 for 1 special. Oh, stamina. Okay. It says he is... Okay, he's on the other side of this wall, I believe. We got to get in this door. How do we get in there? Oh, I think... Do we have to go from down below? Oh, we go through that right there. Okay. Oh, shit. The fire dude. I hate these fire dudes. If you block them, you still take fire damage, so... Ah, shit. I knew he was going to get me there. I suck at timing with these guys. Oh, he was about to blow up. Please tell me that Skeleton Kid is still here and I don't have to go hunt him down somewhere else. Oh, yeah, I gotta fight this guy. I forget how that works. I got the drop on him, so I kind of cheated, but whatever. All right, kid. Get on my back. Get on my back, boy. Come on, boy. There's an option in the menus that you can either turn on or off that shows you your current destination or your current goal. You don't have to select it. And when you have the kid, these guys keep popping up, and they are a royal pain in the ass to fight. I keep dying to them. Oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, fudge. They're just so aggressive. I'm going to die again. I should probably just run from this dude. Let's get the hell on out of there. Those guys are not worth fighting. These weapons, you need to have your weapon charged with the time rune to kill them. Which is blue, so if you don't have a weapon charged with the time rune, you can't destroy them. So you just gotta run. Aha, treasure chest. I love it. Oh, shit. They're behind me as well. Oh, fudge. I was right there. I was right at the chest. I don't even remember how I got there. You can't open a treasure chest if enemies are close by.
We've lost the kid. Poor thing in the hands of those cursed nannies.
Yes, I'm aware we lost the kid, dude. You know what? You can go back.
Send the kid back to camp.
Goodbye, Twink. Okay. I need to get this door open. I think what I'm doing is I'm passing by the lever. I think I might actually just be forgetting to open it up. Oh. Oh, shit. Timing is everything in this game. Come on, buddy. Oh, there's another dude over there. I don't want to fight him in that other guy, so we'll just take him out first. There we go. Loser. Just need one more hit and he's dead. Damn it. Oh, got him. Okay. Oh, shit. Man, that did a lot of damage. Sometimes it becomes kind of a hassle constantly switching weapons. I recovered my old weapon. Didn't even know it was there. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, look who's come for us. Oh, goodbye to your arm, buddy. You didn't need it anyway. You don't need your arm when you're dead. I mean, I'm just saying, you know? Okay. There may be something over here I haven't gotten yet. Oh, check it out. Let's, do we still have a spear? I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Yes, we do. Long spear. New spear parts found. Good. You know what? Is this the way I came? This might have been the way I got into this fortress to begin with, but we'll find out. Oh, shit. Ah, fudge. You know, it may not even be possible to parry with this thing, because the parry number is so low. Obviously, that opens from the other side. There are just so many ways to go. It's easy to get lost in this game.
I haven't got the key.
All right, so there's nothing in here because I can't open that door. All right, that's fine. We'll just we'll go this way and we'll charge this doodad. Oh, it's already on that one. Let's do. Oh, I gotta walk away to switch. Okay, we'll do this one. Oh, I just realized there's a timer for how long the skeleton baby is going to be in the same spot, I guess. I don't know. Is that how long until the baby's dead? Who knows? I don't have that weapon, so I can't use that statue. Hey, look what we did. We found a shortcut. Shortcuts are always satisfying when you find them. Oh, shit, I missed. Didn't need his head. Wasn't anything good in it anyway. Yeah, I have been through here because I already opened that treasure chest. Damn, that was, this game is pretty graphic. I don't know if there's even an option to turn it down. I'm fine with games putting in an option. You know, some people, if they play in front of their kids, they don't want it to be too graphically violent. I guess we'll switch it up here. I don't have that weapon, so I can't use that one. And this doesn't open from this side, obviously. And this takes us back to how we got in here in the first place. Yeah, that's the bridge we opened up back in the day. As in earlier today. All right, he is 57 meters away and up. Probably on the other side. Damn, one of those fire dudes. I hate those dudes. They're the worst, man. Oh, fuck. More guys coming at me? And I got hit by the flame. Fortunately, it doesn't do too much damage. Damn. I'm sucking right now. And one more. Gotta make sure he doesn't blow up. There we go. We can get the Great Foxx weapon if we kill 5 more of those fire dudes. They respawn, so it should be pretty easy. You gotta break everything. I mean, you get resources for it. Why not? Usually, not always. Can we break this? Yep. Up we go towards our skeleton baby friend. Gotta find him. These things I hate because they can just pop out of the ground magically. They only take one hit, but still, you know. They like to send a bunch of them at you at once. And, yep, see, there's another one. They just keep popping up. Damn it. It's hard to gauge when you're actually done fighting them. It's just so many barrels. At least it's easy to gather resources that way. Yeah, I've already unlocked this one. That takes us back. Is it green screen or actual background? It's my actual background. I have a green screen, I just don't have it set up. I haven't used it in a long time. Once these dudes activate, they are a huge pain in the ass, but I can't remember if they respawn or not. Right now, they're just statues. All right, he is 76 meters this way to the north. Oh, one thing about this game, it has context-sensitive music. So one thing about that is that it'll play battle music even if you haven't noticed that an enemy is nearby. So you can often tell if an enemy is nearby if the battle music starts to play. Some people don't like that because it kind of takes away some of the need to pay attention. Like you're just wandering around, all of a sudden you hear battle music, you're like, okay, an enemy's nearby. It's kind of like Oblivion or Skyrim. I need to unlock that door. Hang on. Have I been ignoring this? No, I've been through here a few times before. I just hate that there's all those dudes right there. We'll just take this guy out real quick. Oh, shit, he moved. Got him with a parry. I almost never parry with these pole arms. Poor guy didn't even notice us. And these guys like to just crawl out of the floor randomly. Oh, shit. Oh, man, there's more of them? That is one thing about the game I feel like they should change. They shouldn't just have this virtually unlimited number of enemies just keep coming at you. Okay, we're going to kill these, and then we're going to have to kill that tough dude that's in there with the baby. Damn it. Ah, got hit again. Golly, stop throwing the stupid fireballs at me, dude. Smash. Oh, that big dude's coming at me? I really don't need to fight him in this guy. Seriously, I really don't. Golly. We're going to switch to the hammer side. Does more damage. Land 50 back hits on enemies. I got an achievement. Oh, damn it. It's going to hit me, isn't it? Oh, no. I was in my animation, so it didn't count. Oh, shit. Woo. Oh, I timed that so poorly. I went right into it. Missed him. Man, why is this guy so tough? Seems like he has more health than last time. Dead. I'm out of heals now. Yep, there's that asshole. Let's see if we can kind of sneak up on him. Oh, shit. Fucked it up. Damn it. I wasn't... Oh. I switched to the wrong mode. I hate these guys so much. All right, we got the baby dude back. And then we broke the clock because the clock is stupid. I wish I could open this door. It would get me through here faster. Okay, they want me to go down and 40 meters to the south. So we need to go down. Oh, shit. I hate those things so much. They just chase you everywhere trying to get the baby back. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Yeah, fuck you too. I'm out. Peace. Peace. Oh, shit. The door's closed. Oh, fuck. There's another one. So you can't even, like, clear the area of them. They just pop up all over the place. Look at... That's two right there. Can I jump down? See, I gotta figure out which way I need to take so I don't encounter too many of those guys. I can't fight them all. Oh, shit, he got me right in the back. So is it worth getting a new Steam controller for backup controller if I can afford it? Yeah, absolutely. The Steam controller, I'm making it my main now. It's my main controller now. I love it. It's going to replace my $200 Razer Wolverine V3 Pro. Hey, look, that guy just materialized. Time to run our asses off. Shoot. Oh, don't get stuck on stuff. Oh, another one of those sons of bitches. I just need to find a way down. Gosh darn it. There we go. There's going to be a bunch of shit down. Oh, there they are. No. And we're out. Peace, y'all. First time I played this, I kept fighting them, and I think I made the mistake of thinking that's what I was supposed to do. I don't think you're intended to fight them all. Yeah, Steam controller, my new main. I love it. I occasionally use the trackpads. If you know what you're doing, you can do so much with them. You can even add your own radial menus and assign them your own icons. separate from the game. It operates on top of it, kind of like the Steam UI does, like the in-game interface. Wait, hang on. Why is he not coming with me? Is he just going to sit there and cry because there's an enemy nearby? Okay. I'm like, I'm not fighting that boss right now. I want to get to the doodad. You know what? I can fight that boss, but I have the skeleton kid with me. Where'd he go? Oh, he went outside, didn't he? He's somewhere over there, but we don't need to fight him right now. He's not too terribly tough. Oh, you son of a bitch. There he is. Dude is definitely boss level. Whoa, 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 now. Where am I supposed to go? Now it says 109 meters up. Whatever. Woo. Stopping to fight everything is just too difficult at this point, especially with those really tough dudes that just keep materializing. Ah, damn it. Got me right in the back. What an asshole. Oh, I can't get in there. Only the skeleton kid can. Which way now? This way? Maybe? Hey there. Please. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, fuck. Oh. Am I going in circles? And then a big dude? Well, that guy's easy, but still. Oh, whoa. Holy crap. That was not the way to go. Yes, I am going in circles. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. He who runs away lives to fight another day. You know, everyone, you want to talk about being tough and taking on the challenges and fighting and all that shit. What's the point of standing your ground if you know you're going to die? Just get the hell on out of there and you can come back some other time. You know what I mean? I want to rescue this kid before I putz around with that boss dude there. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to take him. It will show on the compass. Now it says down 107 meters. So I wasn't supposed to come this way? Damn. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. Down and 110 meters. So I'm still too high up. Damn. So where does it say now? Oh, so it is on this level. It's just straight ahead if I could go through this wall. Goodbye. Oh, and it's Mr. Boss Man. And now I need to go down again. Okay, so we'll go down this way. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I think the boss will, like, teleport to this area. So we're going to get the hell on out of there as quick as we can. We're gonna collect a few resources real quick. Hey, look at that. We are going to rest. I hope that doesn't reset the kid. Please don't reset the kid on my back. Yeah, when I ran down those stairs and the boss was like right there in my face, I had that moment. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, that oh shit moment. Whew. When I went through the boot camp, they oh shit, there he is. Fuck. In boot camp, we called that the pucker up moment. I'm not going to say what they tell you puckers up, but you can take a wild guess. Oh, fudge, dude. What the hell? Whew. Where am I supposed to go? Because if I die with him, I think I have to go all the way back to that one room. Like, it won't put me back at the... Oh, fuck, don't have the key. It won't put me back at the anvil with him. I'll be at the anvil, but he won't be on my back. I got to go all the way back to get him. That's why this part of the game kind of sucks, because you're trying to get this kid somewhere, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. You know what? Will that kill me? See, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it will, but I don't want to risk dying. Fudge. Oh, he got me. He got me. Oh, he got me again. Can I get there through the... Oh, shite. Come on. Don't lock me into that screen right there if I'm going to get killed. Oh, you son of a bitch. The kid got off my back. Damn it. How do I get back up there? The kid's going to go back to that fucking room. I think I lost it now, and I got to go all the way back up to that one fucking spot, all the way back up there. This is by far the worst part of the game I've experienced. Where the hell is the kid? Where did I drop him? Am I even back in the same area? It all looks pretty similar, honestly. Hey, boss man. I don't think he's... Yeah, so I made it to this, but which direction did I make it from? I came this way to it, right? Hey, look, this will get me in somewhere, but I don't think the kid is in here. Oh, I see where we are now. So that's a shortcut. I opened a shortcut. That's going to help a lot. But let's continue up here, see if there's any other shortcut. Man, I was hoping to get the kid to his destination before ending the stream. Aha. Well, we got something out of this deal. Ooh, we increased our stamina. Stamina gem. You have to get 4 of those. That was the 4th one. Boop. Okay. How do I get across that without falling? Oh, shit. Can I even get across that without falling? Does it matter if I fall? Oh, I can't even walk that way. I can't walk that way either. I guess I have to fall. So, okay, so that's the way I went up. Got it. So it looks like that's the end of that. So this just unlocked this shortcut. Okay. All right, we can do this. We can do this. I would like a wider space, but if I back up in there, there's going to be more enemies back in there. Woo! Okay, he's going to be enraged soon. Well, I'm not doing much damage at all. What's the deal? Woo! Woo! Yeah, that is not doing a lot of damage. Maybe I should go with a standard hammer. Now I'm probably going to trigger some enemies to come after me. Oh, I don't have the other hammer on me right now. Damn. Oh, he got me. He tricked me. Okay, I'm taking some damage here, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. I need to use the... Oh, shit. That wasn't it. I need to use the spiky part, but not at that moment. There we go. Ah, he's 57 meters below us, so now we got to go hunt him down again. Oh, shit. That did nothing. That was terrible. And I need to repair this weapon. It's starting to degrade. It's doing 20% less damage than it's supposed to. Oh, total whiff. Troll bridge combat, man. Ah. And then they're going to come up out of the ground. I guess I'll just switch weapons so I don't wear it out completely. Yeah, you do not want to get hit by that jump attack. It does a ton of damage. Okay. I wish I could get more of these locked doors in this area open. And I'll draw them out so I don't get blasted by Mr. Fire Skeleton dude. Oh, shit. I couldn't even see that dude on the other side of the wall. There we go. Oh, he's not even in here. Okay, so he's in a new spot. Ugh. Probably on the other side. I don't even think I have an item to take me back to the anvil. I mean, you can always die. That'll take you back to the anvil. And I probably should craft some better weapons. All right, guys, we'll probably call it there. We're at over 2 hours. We're going to give that a rest. No. Yeah, we're going to rest, and then I'm going to repair some stuff, and that'll be it for today. But next time, I think we're going to do some topical conversations, talk about maybe a few video game articles, some of the gaming news nonsense. Focus on important drama, not personal drama between individuals, but important stuff like talk about maybe a little bit about mixtape, Anita Sarkeesian's reappearance in the gaming space. She's never totally disappeared, but she's decided to be more public again like she has before. What the hell? What the hell, dude? Seriously? I'm supposed to be at the safe point. Dude, can he pull me out of this? Oh, you know what? We'll just go to the forge. We're just going to the forge. Woo. They are not safe. Just because you're at the anvil doesn't mean you're safe. All right, we'll pick up with this at some point. Well, at least I will. Maybe I'll stream this weekend. We'll see. It might be a morning stream or something. I ended up getting up this morning at 4:40 a.m., something like that, even though I didn't have to work. Why? I don't know. Anyway, thanks everybody that joined. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. If you're watching this after the fact, make sure to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz. You know how it works, everybody. Thanks again to everyone that contributed. There's Brian, there's Maggie, there's Drunken Dwarf. We had a whole bunch of people show up. They didn't really say anything, but at one point we had like 13 people in here, which is a high for me, believe it or not. Highest I ever hit at one point, long time ago, was like 113, but that was on Twitch, not on YouTube, but that's like 2013 or 14, maybe 2014. Anyway, I'm Fox with RealMarcFoxx. And remember, everybody, no real gamer uses motion blur.